All of a sudden, Vicky was showing 8K resolution because I saw the tongue lap and went.
Oh, I don't. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was oh my god! Well.
Welcome back to another thrilling episode of Boys Love, Boys Love. We are currently watching. Hold on. Why am I so bad at doing intros? Welcome back to Boys Love, Boys Love. We are watching the incomparable My Beautiful Man from Japan. And we are recapping today episodes 5 and 6 from season 1. So we are finishing out season 1 today. Mm-hmm. As always, I'm Adam.
I'm RJ. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us.
Adam.
Yes, RJ. How are y'all?
Good.
Should we just get right into it?
Yeah. I mean, we finished season 1. That's crazy.
Love a
Japanese
BL.
I do think so. By while we were watching it, I was thinking about if we hadn't, we just instinctively paired the episodes because it was 6 episodes in this one season, so it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We probably could have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because high school adults.
Oh,
or high school, post high school, but I liked that. I couldn't, they're too short, so I couldn't see us actually recapping episode for episode. That's why I was when we did Cherry Magic a long time ago, 2 years ago, that was crazy that we did that.
Yeah. Well, because the idea for Cherry Magic was that we were going to release 2 recaps a week.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we also thought that we would have enough self-control that we would just keep our conversations really short. And that actually didn't happen. No. So famously, if you go back and look at the Cherry Magic recaps, they're longer than the episodes.
Yes,
for
twice
sure.
as long as the episodes.
So,
for sure. But yeah.
Okay. So we left off in episode 4, and we overheard that we're gonna switch into Kyoi's voiceover.
So basically the first half of episode 5 is all Kyoi POV.
Correct.
And we do the thing where we go back to the same events in the first 3 episodes. But first 4 episodes, but from his perspective and what he was thinking.
It is one of my I said this in the reaction. One of my favorite, cinematic storytelling tropes.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it. The only thing I like more than this is when the second time you go through, you realize that the first version you saw was not the full truth.
Yes.
That is the only thing that I think tops this. But I love. Instead of just staying with Hira, now we follow Kyoi away from certain events and stuff like that and see more of his point of view.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
Yeah.
It immediately for the audience is oh, there's 2 main characters.
Right.
I love it.
What I love is it wasn't just, we know from Hira's perspective that Kyoi was there and we're hearing him.
Correct.
It's showing that we didn't even know that Kyoi was in that moment.
Right.
So the rubber ducky was the one that I was
oh, girl, the rubber ducky ate me alive, bitch.
Honestly, when that happened, I was oh, that's funny.
It was giving Secret Relationships.
Yeah.
The end of Secret Relationships.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's oh, that's funny. He just thinks of himself as, it's a metaphor floating on the little...
Right.
Whatever.
So we start the episode with... Again, this animation opening, calling back
style.
to the Hira animation opening from episode 1, where you get a little bit of his childhood, basically, in this voiceover. So Kyoi grew up, as we know, he wanted to be an idol. He wanted to be in the television. He talks about briefly. I'm sure all of this, by the way, is longer and more fleshed out in the novel. Right. But I do even the little bit you're allowed as an audience member to be So we find out that his mom, he was had a single mom, and then she got remarried, and then they had 2 new children, and so he felt, and what I love is that we don't know, right? But you as a child may experience something that your parents didn't think they were doing or whatever, but
his
that's
experience
how you
is that, yes.
So he felt that he was like
isolated, alone.
kind of isolated because the two new kids who are both of their children were like
Their
more
life.
loved or more important or whatever. And
he called himself a latchkey kid, so I'm assuming too,
He did.
like maybe he
was with that little flag.
Mm-hmm.
The little show with the little Japanese.
Yes,
kids with the
that was
flag.
him.
That was Kiyoshi. I loved finding that out because while I would not have pegged that character as that having that backstory, seeing that, like, everything makes sense. And it goes back to this thing of like, there's so many people in entertainment who are completely vulnerable to like finding out what people think about them, but equally desire and crave the like validation, the external validation of other people telling them they did a good job.
Yeah,
which seems to be
kind of
what
it stems from.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't expect, this is where it was going to go, is that they look into the nuances of validation, what type of validation it is, because he definitely rejects the specific validation he's getting from Hira, because he's seeking a different.
Well, yes, it's so specific. Okay, so
it's so specific. Yeah,
he is. Yes, there is specifically a thing of like he wants to be a performer.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through in the first 4 episodes. We go through the whole thing of him doing the like little contest thing, and he doesn't win. Blah 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 blah.
He does secret
then
dance lessons.
Then in this, we find like we already know that he's literally become an actor. So it wasn't just, he was in high school and thought idols were cool and he would be cool if he became an idol.
No, he wants to.
No, he's really he's actually pursuing it.
Yeah.
So whether or not we're gonna have this conversation of like, is his life dream to become an actor, right? Like maybe not, but he's doing what he set out to do, which is kind of just perform and be
adored in a way.
In that way,
yes, yeah.
But it does not equate for him if he is himself.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole thing, which is why I think actually it's really important that he wanted to be an idol, because idols have personas.
It's a persona.
So it's not
It's truly just the act of being
because he
adored.
was adored in high school.
Yes.
But he did
it wasn't real.
It was not about that for him.
Yes. Because in these moments where we're going through the flashbacks, but from his perspective, he keeps calling out that the adoration that he's getting from Hira is different than all the other people in school.
Yes, it feels like theirs is fake.
Yes, and he keeps wondering, like, is this real? Like, is this what it really feels like to be
also, going back to this idea that, like, the adoration he craves is because he wants it for a thing that he is, like, creating, right?
Yeah.
When we find out at the very end of episode 6, we kind of have this moment, we'll get to it, but he has the moment where he was like, I'm not a king. I'm not a god.
I'm just an ordinary
And there is
person.
something where, like, he has defined himself. Like, there's
a
two
separation.
Kiwis.
Yes.
There is, like, the Kiwi that's just him.
Yeah.
And actually has let Hira in to see it. And not a lot of people have ever seen that version. And then there's the Kiwi that's the cool guy who's doing the performance of being cool and is also a performer.
Yeah. And knows that it's a performance. Like he's actively like, that it's not real.
That's so good.
It's a lot.
Can we just say before we even do this?
It's a lot in 2 episodes.
It's a lot in 2 episodes.
But it's clear.
The whole story is clear, and it doesn't feel heavy-handed.
No.
It doesn't feel like it's like served to you and like you aren't able to like think for yourself as an audience member. I just like think this show is so crafted so well that I'm kind of there's no way when the show started I knew what the fuck we were in for.
Truly.
The log line I knew was like
he's obsessed with him.
It's Secret Crush on You. Allegedly. There's similarities, right? It's
quote
not the same.
unquote toxic version of Secret Crush on You or whatever.
Or like the like dramatic version,
Yes,
the less comedic one.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I thought. I knew that there was going to be like
he comes to it and like it becomes mutual.
I knew that at some point we were going to learn as the audience that he's also has
been
had
in love
those
with
feelings for him, because we have to get to a point where they end up together.
One-sided.
That's
anymore.
clearly where the show is going.
Yeah,
I don't think they would have recommended us a show where they don't end up together.
Yeah.
So I was like, this has to happen at some point. If people have said it's like Secret Crush on You, that's what happens in Secret Crush on You too. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, it's going to happen at some point. But I think this is so... They have so little time to do all this.
23 minutes exactly.
It does a very nuanced...
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't feel like,
it's not
this
just
is
like,
regurgitated.
now we found out that like he's also just liked him the whole time.
Yes, yeah.
Which is what Secret Crush on You does. You just find out that they've
in
just
the same
liked
extent?
No. He doesn't
in a more normal extent.
In a more normal way, but he
doesn't
is
keep
also like
lobster tails or anything.
No,
like
he
that.
doesn't keep his lobster tails, unfortunately, but he does. He like is he is equally as obsessed with.
Wow.
Diva
I
Boots. Do not
Miss
remember
Femme.
either of their characters' names.
Yeah.
Billy. He's equally as obsessed with Sang's character.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Back to the show. Not Secret Crush on You. So we're going through basically the first 4 episodes, but now we're doing it from Kiyoi's point of view, and specifically, he is giving the entire voiceover, explaining like we were just saying, like he went to high school, he knew people liked him, but he didn't really care. He thought Hida was a creep at first. He like did, and then he was like, the way he looked at me was different than everybody else has ever looked at me. Da 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 da. But again, there's still like a distance. There's a remove, and it isn't until the fight scene where it feels like it actually changes for him to be that he sees something. So
didn't push him.
He did not push him down the stairs, unfortunately.
Rats.
He should have. That would have been absolutely a slay. He just punches him and then takes him to the floor. And then, like, we see the whole scene now.
Yes, Hida's being held
crazy.
He's being held back by the other boys. So like, don't do it. And Hida's
obsessed.
let me at him.
I'm
energy.
obsessed with this performance.
Scrappy Doo.
Very Scrappy Doo.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah.
Because he looks actually insane.
Yes, he's like...
Yeah. And Kiyoi in his voiceover says it's like the first time he'd ever seen religious fanaticism. Which is funny, but also like it's really great.
It's a good pull.
I'm really glad it was that usage, because later he's going to call him a god.
Yes.
And he's going to be like, stop doing that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's very smart in that way.
It's very
It's interesting, like it's when I think about like how well crafted something is, and like the audience can just enjoy it and lean back and like not have to overthink a lot. Like obviously we just watched Gel Boys, and there's kind of like very clear vision of everything.
Yep.
But it's nice to see like it works in kind of like all genres, all styles, all tones.
Well,
like,
yeah. I mean, this is like it's almost perfect that we followed Gel Boys up with this, because like Gel Boys is so incredibly maximalist, and this is like true Japanese
slice of life, like
minimalism.
literally, and then just watch people live their lives.
It's great.
I love it.
So we continue. He's like, there's no point in this where he's like, I developed feelings for him. I love him. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, when he first saw him, he's like, he looks at me with eyes that I know that he's like thinking about me or wants me or like loves me in a way.
It's very different. Yeah.
So he clearly knows from the very beginning that he's already being idolized by him, and it's just like, does he think is he buying into it or whatever?
Right.
You know?
So we go through a bunch of scenes. We get to, of course, the graduation moment where they have the kiss. They show the whole scene again. And we instead, after he pushes him down, we follow Kiyoi away, who like hides behind the wall. And he explains that was also his first kiss. And then we go into past high school.
Yes.
So now we find out what Kiyoi was doing while Hida has jumped into college, right? Yep. We know from Hira's point of view that Hida's point of view that his phone broke, so we got a new number.
Kiyoi is like trying to call him, but he's like, oh, he changed his number. So
he's avoiding me.
He
fully thinks
after graduation
he ghosted him.
Yeah.
Or he like moved on.
Yeah.
Now there was a level that Hida was trying to move on. He
Yes,
was trying
he was,
to
yeah.
put distance between this because he was like, because again, Hida's whole thing is that he doesn't believe that this could ever be anything true.
Right.
Like, there's no way Kiyomi would ever like me.
Yeah.
He is at rehearsal.
Mm-hmm. He's in the show now.
He's in the show. He's in the little cafe show.
And director Senpai, is like, oh my god, my brother has a boyfriend now. Crazy.
This is the way this is set up is so funny.
His name is like Hira.
They're all very invested in his brother having a boyfriend, and I just...
It's very theater energy, though, of like,
you know what?
You are
as I was saying it,
invested-
I was like, "Oh,
no,
this is..."
you're invested in everyone's lives because you spend so much time with each other and like very intimate. So you like getting in people's business.
Yeah, yes,
we're very
it's
nosy people.
very
in the
nosy
theater.
people, and like everyone's just like sharing. There's just constant sharing.
Constant sharing.
Everyone's oversharing.
Oversharing, honey.
That's theater, babe.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, he has this boyfriend named Hida, and Kiyomi like loses his mind.
Yes.
Sees a picture.
He's like,
is him.
What? Huh? Do you have a picture?
I wouldn't even care, but like,
and this picture is
what's
the
he look
cutest. Like? It's cute campus couple because he took a picture of. It's a mirror selfie.
Koyama's my beloved.
I know.
Oh my god.
Koyama is really sweet.
So sweet. He honestly, great performances in these 2 episodes.
He like convinces him like, well, you should bring him to the show or whatever.
He fully believes
that he
is like moved on to this like nobody, right?
Yeah.
Like Koyama's like nothing compared to Kiyomi. So it is funny that like Kyoi's like, I'm not a god, but is like, but I know I'm hotter than him. Like, let's all like, hello. So he tells him to come to the show. That is a little weird because like technically Koyama's like, I brought it to you because you seem to like the guy in the thing. Whatever. Everything connects. I think
it's just truly the connection of like, oh, he happens to be the guy that I know in that commercial. So,
can you tell I'm barreling through this plot just so I can talk about the bloody finger?
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to get to episode 6.
I'm just trying to get to the bloody finger. So,
but then it's like from his perspective, right about to perform. Like he goes in, like he's about to go in.
Love all this. No notes. They see each other for the first time. He says he immediately sees him starting to like, what is the phrase?
He sees the eye, like it's like he goes back to the same way he looks.
His like eyes become hungry again or something like that. Good God, you two are crazy.
Woo!
So then we re-see the scene where he like invites him to the thing. They talk, It's like weird. He calls him a creep. He calls him a stalker. He says like he ends up coming back to see another show, so it is supposed to be later that same day performance. And then they go out that night to the post-show party, and now we get Hida last week had watched him and the other guy from the show have that like very intimate conversation, and was imagining them like
having an affair,
railing each other basically. Okay. So now we know what the true tea is. So he's like,
his co-star. They're just chatting because they
mostly.
Yes, because the co-star is like, oh yeah, you keep like thinking about him. We're talking about him. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I mean, like whatever. I don't really care.
He's like a creep, and he was like so. And then he does the thing that everybody does.
Now this I felt seen as like a gay guy in a cast. Like just this energy is just very much like, oh, so I noticed like blah 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 blah. Like just trying to get into it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But also the thing of like, oh yeah, so I heard this thing about how he like said he loved this guy in high school and like he would take photos of him or whatever, and it's like so weird and he's such a creep. And does this whole performance being like
so weird.
He's
kind of like a
freak.
Yeah.
And the guy who is by the way nameless, which we love, he fully goes, so why did you invite him?
Yeah.
First he clocks his tea because he's like, maybe you like him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, you invited him, so.
And that's you, and I see you standing on your business, and I'm clocking it.
And he's like, maybe you have trouble saying I love you.
His whole side quest is that the director's like, I don't believe you when you say I love you. So really think about who you want to say that to.
So give me 3 options. You're an
okay,
actor. Give me
okay.
3 options. Thank you.
I love you. I love you. And then finally, I love you. Do you know who
was
that
that
one
Belle?
is? That's Belle.
Mm-hmm. Do you want mine? Ew.
That's Adam, Prince Adam.
His name is not Adam. That's so annoying. Do you
Okay,
want
go ahead.
mine?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you gotta do.
Hi, my name is Adam Nova, and I am years old, and I do have a driver's license. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Stupid.
Thank you. I am represented by Gray Talent. Is that
sure,
one?
Okay.
I think that's one.
Shirley Hamilton is another. Payanessa.
Pee in my assa? What? Jesus Christ! And so he's like, I know you have trouble saying I love you, so maybe you can practice with me. And he grabs his leg.
Yes,
which we did see last week.
Yes. And Kiwi was like, no, I've told you before, no. Or whatever. Like, I don't want to, whatever.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
He brushes it off. You know what? Kiwi's better than me. Because I would be like,
yeah.
Sure. Why not? But it's because he loves Hira, RJ. Do you understand? This is when we get the flashback of the rubber duck. This one was weird because we jump all the way back to the very beginning.
First scene almost.
Because he's walking home, he sees something in floating.
He sees trash.
Floating trash in the water that reminds him of the rubber duck. So then we get the scene of him
watching
Hira take the photo of the rubber duck.
And that's the first time
I wonder if you go back and you look if he's in the background of the shot.
Oh, maybe. But it's the first time he says Kimo.
But then why did he show up late to school?
He just takes a sweet time.
He was just watching the rubber duck.
Yeah. This is the first time he sees him and calls him Kimo. Creep. Which in the first episode was translated as annoying, which I've noticed. Now has changed to creep.
It's shifted. Yeah.
So that word.
I'm
a creep. I'm a weirdo.
And now we're back in the present. So we've gotten his whole story. We know he has feelings for him. He finally does kind of break through and have this moment where he's able to say the line and it is believable.
Yeah.
And
he's
it's
pissed.
A revelation because now he knows that he does love
like
Hira.
him and he's pissed. He's so mad he's walking around without a shirt on.
Can we
shredded cheese, honey. Grater.
Mama, my note is body tea.
Body tea. The water retention is 0.0. Do you know what I mean? Parched.
The body fat percentage is
non-existent.
Nil.
The body fat percentage does not exist.
Oh, the limit does not exist. Great, thank you, Mean Girls.
Yeah.
He is so fucking hot. It's actually disgusting. It was enraging watching the scene.
I know.
Because it was so gratuitously look at what we got. Look at what we got.
And then he puts on his shirt.
Yeah.
And it's a sack.
Yeah, it's Japanese, so it's fully completely shapeless.
Full shape.
Just wearing loose. Yeah. You never know what's going on under there. You never know
what's going on.
That's the point, by the way, but you never know what's going on under there.
God.
Ooh, my God, he's so damn fine.
You know who doesn't find him fine?
Who?
Koyama.
Oh, true. So Koyama, we flashback
into
the
now
present.
Yeah.
Hira is with Koyama at his house. Koyama
accidentally knocks over
the photos, the tin of photos.
And he sees.
Which of course he does. And he sees,
as Adam called it in the reaction, his crusty photos of Kiwi.
I feel like you could have left that for Patreon.
Well, you said it.
I feel like that was...
Adam called it a crusty photo. Is that PG-13, you think?
From like, cause like he,
It's old. It's an old photo.
it's an old photo, and like I'm sure there's, you know, chicken juice that got spilled on it or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of ick
And what's another word for chicken?
He's a single boy
Guy.
who is
There's
gross,
a lot
living
of-
alone.
Yeah.
There's just
Shit
filth
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's filthy.
It is filthy.
So he discovers the photos, and immediately we are headed into Bad News Bears territory.
Know. He goes into panic mode. He's like,
Who?
Koyama.
Oh, yeah. Because Hira doesn't know that he saw them at first.
Yeah.
I actually, do you feel bad for, I mean,
I do.
I feel bad.
But it's very interesting because in this scene, like, Koyama's starting to pretend it didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. And he's like trying to like be very sweet to him.
Mm-hmm.
But like Hira is also sweet. He's like, hey, like, but I guess he's also trying to get him out of the house because he technically, we are led to believe that he agreed to Kiyoe rehearsing in
the house.
Now don't talk to me about rehearsals because I went through a whole tirade of like, they have space. They have this venue. This director clearly owns this venue or at least runs it. So it's not that he needed a space to rehearse. It's just like an excuse for him to like rehearse his own parts or whatever. And then I got into the conversation about like, well, is it a cafe
or is it
a theater?
Yeah.
Like what?
This is what you're missing if you're not on.
If you're not Patreon, this is what you're missing.
So glad we're doing it again here.
Is the LLC, let's say?
Okay.
Is it for an entertainment company or is it a food and beverage establishment? Because those are two different permits, two different licenses. Mm-hmm. And I need answers. And I don't think I can
I will not rest until I
won't.
find out. Maybe if you read the book, it has the answers.
Maybe if you read. So, and if, you know what? I will read it. And if, when we get to the movie and if I don't get an answer, flop.
Oh, it's going in the once?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going in the once tier. So, the reason I want to read the book is because I want to know. Koyama is he is in 3 episodes of the show.
Yeah.
And he is basically the third
yes
lead. Not lead, but he's like the third one with the most lines. He'd get the supporting nod. He would. And in my book, he did.
And he did.
His whole trajectory through 5 and 6 is kind of like a perfect reaction.
Yes.
Like the ideal being let down.
A graceful exit.
Uh-huh. I mean, kind of jealous that he even could have this reaction.
I know.
Because I am not a person who's ever gracefully exited anything in my life.
No.
Koyama goes to hug Hira because he knows that like Kiyoi's here. Like it's
here.
all
coming.
coming to a head.
He rings the doorbell, whatever, blah blah blah.
So
he hugs
in the embrace, he whispers into his ear, "I love you."
I love you.
While at the same time,
Kiyoe walks in and
sees them, freaks out, and is like, "Oh!"
But Hira chases after Kiyoe, and I assume you can hear from the inside Hira going, "It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like."
This is another one where I'm curious if it's like in the book, does he kiss him, and he sees him kissing him?
Right.
Because it's such a severe reaction for something that's just a hug.
And Kiyoe is like, I told you I don't care about that anymore.
Yeah.
And leaves.
It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to me.
And
it's so sad because Koyama was very desperate in this moment.
I really like, genuinely, the thing that I actually really like about this show, and I do think, again, going back to my conversation about Secret Crush on You, Billy's character in the show kind of doesn't have a flaw.
Yes, he's like perfect.
He's kind of just perfect, and he's just like really obsessed
even when
with
it
Sang's
switched.
character.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of like the quote unquote flaw is that he's also obsessed with him, and it's kind of like
It's not even played as a flaw though.
Okay.
Like it's just like
unlike
It's
main
honestly-
girl who is like it's
the
weird.
joke is supposed to be that it's like, wow, imagine someone that hot liking someone that looks like that, which is insane because Seng is also attractive. They
Yes.
just gave him a crazy haircut for the show. But this, I love that he is too proud.
Yes.
Like his whole
has
thing is
a-
like he's so proud that
Yes.
he can't give in to being like vulnerable
Yeah.
or whatever, really until episode 6.
Yeah.
So I do really appreciate that it's not like, oh, and then we switch in and we learn his backstory. Now it all makes sense and he's just like the perfect guy. Like he's still not the perfect guy. He's still handling these situations really poorly.
Yes.
Even though we know
we
the
know
audience,
the
they
truth
both
that
like
he
each
wants
other.
to do. Yeah.
So we have the scene with
Koyama
and
And
Hira.
Hira.
where-
And Koyama says, "I'm sorry that I fell in love with you."
Oh, God.
That's it's such a good line. And
The best line is, loving someone with no reason is the strongest love of all.
it's like he knows that like, oh, I can't even compete. It's just a realization like, oh, it's not. I was never meant to be in this.
Yeah. It's really heartbreaking. Like it's
because he knows, he
frustrating.
understands.
It's one of the it's the
And he
only
says
thing
it.
it's the only thing I hate about romance is like when the second option is presented
It's just as
and
great.
it's just as good.
Just as good,
Or
if not,
maybe
it's better because
Like,
it's like
technically it's like
yes, yeah.
especially in like a toxic one where it's like
Yes.
it's always gonna be like a really nice guy is the one
Yeah.
that they throw away.
There's a straight BL that I watched.
I'm such a nice guy boy.
There's a straight BL that I watched. One of the first K dramas that I watched called Nevertheless, and the second lead was so. Oh my god, he was like a chef. He's gorgeous. I was like, is the TD really that good?
Is the TD? What is TD?
Toxic.
Okay.
I guess it was.
There is the level of like people don't want to end up with someone whatever because they think it's gonna be boring.
I know.
There's like an excitement
Which
to the
is
passion.
inherent in the romance genre because it's an escape of like
Right.
a sweeping romance.
It's
Like
the escape from your own boring failed marriage that you are currently in.
oh
Not me. I'm saying like that's the view of the housewife is that they are reading these romance books to that's why they're all like set with Fabio in
Yeah.
a wood setting or whatever. Like
in a wood setting.
in a wooden type setting. Those
Make
are
wooden type of
shoes. So that's like the tea is that it's like, well, maybe your husband is having an affair with his secretary, but at least you can read this great 50-cent novel
Yeah.
from Penguin Random House Classics or whatever. That's my new favorite bit. It's calling
All publishers are that. Hira says he's quitting the photography club. And like Koyama says like he kind of apologizes for that, but he does it for Koyama. He's like,
does.
I it's gonna hurt you. It'll hurt you.
They both know what each other are going through, which is like the saddest part. And I think when there was someone talking about it, I think on Discord, where they were saying like in the book, it's very clear that Hira is like not truly like over Kioi, but
Yes.
he's like accepted that that's never gonna happen, and so he's like, well, I should just like be
Try it
with Koyama
yeah.
because like he's such a good guy, blah 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 blah. Like he actually Koyama is the thing that like I was just saying that
yes.
Billy is in Secret Crush on You.
But Koyama acquiesces and said, "Goodbye, Hira." Holding his tote.
Okay, so now we're in episode 6. So Koyama leaves straight from this to go to the rehearsal. Which is crazy because he just went for the intent to go talk to Kioi.
I mean, he says his brother is like, "Oh my God, thank God, Johe. Where you been, beach?"
No,
you
that's not
been?
true. He says, "I need you tomorrow. My staff member won't be able to come
he's
tomorrow."
like, "Sure."
So he's like, "I'll help out." But the real reason he came is to talk to Kioi. So he he corners Kiyoe in the
break room, in the basement break room. So that's what I'm like, okay, there's a full break room downstairs, so you do have rehearsal space. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a liar.
So he goes to the rehearsal, he sees Kiyoe, he corners him. He tells him he told Hira that he loves him. Sorry, there's too many he's in that sentence. Koyama tells Kiyoe that Koyama
told Hira
he loves
Koyama loves
Hira. I was just watching this TikTok that was talking about like the pronoun thing is actually like really, it's like a problem. Like,
yes,
it's a problem in gay writing
because
it's the same gender.
Yeah, same gender.
Whereas like usually it's like he, she, whatever. Yeah. So you can figure out who's talking about what.
He plus she equals we usually. So
that's usually
what history has defined.
I loved the part where he starts he like kind of like bad mouths. It's almost like he sets up a trap. So he is like, I don't know, he does kind of like a stubborn little asshole.
I know.
And
Kiyoe's like, what?
Kiyoe like gets mad and he's like,
gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Clocked your business.
Clocked your body, T.
A.
And B. And T. Get it? Because T's in a letter.
T. Yeah.
So
he basically says, I want to see the person that I love very much happy.
This is what I'm saying. The graceful exit. The most graceful exit possible. Yeah. This is like, wait, didn't we just... I feel like we just watched something where a friend... Oh my God, it's Bobbin.
It's Bobbin.
It's Bobbin.
He bows out. He's like, I'm just meant to be the friend. But it doesn't even seem like they're going to be friends. I don't know.
Really what happened with Bobbin in the show. It was way more complicated than that, but...
yeah. So basically it's like, you better... I am giving up, which means you better do something.
Yeah. The next day, they're at rehearsal. Hira shows up because he is taking the place of Koyama, who promised that he would go, and then he was like, oh, he couldn't for some whatever reason, so he sent Hira in his place. He did that purposefully, He does spotlight operation for the show.
He's spot up one.
Yep, thank you. Spot up one, go.
And he's spotting Kiyoe. And now Kiyoe can say his lines, I love you, straight to Hira. And Hira in the voiceover is like, it almost sounds like he's saying it to me.
But it simply couldn't be.
Because I'm
me and he's him.
I'm a gutter snap.
And he's the king. They go downstairs after the show. They're doing strike.
Yeah.
For those of you in the biz, that's what it's called.
They're doing strike.
And there's like this dumb moment where whatever.
They're like kind of like talking and arguing again of like whatever, but then
you can leave, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The boxes fall on them.
And he's got a little temper. He kicks all these boxes down, and Hira like basically like puts himself over the boxes that fall, but they still both fall.
So he protects Kiyoe.
So they're on the floor.
Okay.
All
right.
And they're like, "Are you okay? Daijobu?" And Kiyoe's like, "Yeah, I think so." Looks at his hand. He cut his finger. His middle finger. He cut his middle finger.
The longest finger.
And Hira in a trance.
I can't believe that I watched this.
In a trance, sees the bloody finger. God. And as if his saliva can cure wounds.
Well, allegedly saliva does help.
That's what I'm saying. It's sterile.
Yeah, but like, babe, you have a hand, you have a finger. It's not your elbow. I'd have to lick your elbow for you, and because you can't do it yourself. This is crazy.
He sucks his finger tip. He sucks the fingertip, and then licks the rest of the finger.
Clean, like a little cat.
All of a sudden, Vicky was showing 8K resolution because I saw the tongue lap and went.
Oh, I don't. Oh my God. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god. Well.
It does officially, I would say, go into the
That
tending.
is a tending of the wound, you could say, honey.
I would say that. Shall we?
The tending of the wound.
Great. But that's fucking crazy. But that's insane. Also, this is a PSA. Please do not
Don't
lick
do that.
anybody's blood. Even like those you are very near and dear to. Bloodborne pathogens are real. Please keep yourself safe. This has been the Ampleverse legal department telling me to tell you this information.
Thank you.
This is crazy. I couldn't believe that they show. There's something about. I mean, we all know what it is. It's extremely phallic. It's extremely like. And this is what it would be like if I gave you a beach, babe. Like, there's something. It's so sexual, but it's technically not a sexual act, right? Like, this is like PG.
Yeah.
Is it PG? I don't know.
I don't think so, actually.
Maybe this is PG-13. Like, I'm sure it would be PG-13, but
Yes.
it is like.
Graphic.
I felt like there were things that we watched in Kid Porsche that obviously were way worse than this, that I did not have
But
such
for
a
this one, I
visceral
was like,
reaction
"Ooh."
to. I know. It wasn't even like I was like, this is hot. I'm sure there are people who thought that, and that's fine. I mean, you're kind of supposed to think it's hot.
Yeah.
But it was more just like that I was like gagged that it was happening.
Yeah. But like Hira was in a trance. Like he is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know why I did.
Well, because they go in to kiss, and then he pulls back and realizes what he's done.
Which pisses Kyo off more because he's like, well, then what?
Well, because he's
Bro?
like, oh, so you just do this with strangers? You just act like this with any man? Sucking on his bloody fingers?
You whore. You whore.
You know what all the hot girls are doing nowadays? They're sucking on bloody fingers. It's so gross.
But they have another kind of like argument again.
Yeah, this whole thing is arguments until the very end of the
Yes.
episode. So if you're not into arguments, sorry.
Because they do not believe one another.
This
It
is
like
the,
comes out.
This is the
now.
realization where Kiyoe starts to break down and says, "Have you ever considered that I love you?"
That I loved you, and he in the voiceover later, he's like, I bet he won't even recognize that was my confession.
That was me confessing.
And he
I
didn't.
kind of love that we never really go back to Hira.
I know.
We kind of just follow Kiyoe through
Yeah.
the rest of this because we already know what what Hira's mindset is.
Yeah.
We know that he believes that Kiyoe is a god
Yeah.
and he is just the peasant, right? Like
Yeah.
we know this. So after this scene, they spend time apart.
He's back in rehearsals.
He's auditioning, blah, blah, blah. He's staying busy. So,
Yes.
so he's not talking
He's
to
not
Hira.
talking- yeah.
Hira is constantly calling him, trying to, like, get back in his good graces or whatever, and it's not happening. Kiyoe's very upset about what has happened, what has transpired. And
He gets a voicemail.
that he listens to from Hira, which is...
The lines are
For
specifically
sure in the book, it has to be very explicit that it's like,
This
hey,
is the end.
I'm gonna go back to where we first fell in love with each other, or I
And
fell
then-
in love with you.
Yes. And he says like, I will be, and it will be where my love for you will end.
"Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself." I mean that, like,
Yeah.
trigger warning, but that's what it was kind of like hinted at, and then later in the
says-
argument later, he
yes,
says, "I was gonna end it all."
Yeah, I was gonna end it all. Bleh.
So in case you haven't been following the past couple weeks, the place that Kiyoe saved him was in
His
the
high school.
classroom on that first day when he
Was trying to introduce
was
himself.
trying to introduce
But he
himself.
walked in. Yeah.
So Hira's there.
It's past midnight. He didn't come. He's
We
decided.
do not know how he's in this school, by the
Yeah.
way. Full adults. Okay? I just want that to be clear and on the record. He's walking around the school. He goes into the other classroom where, like, Kiyoe had, like, been laying down on the lockers or whatever. he has like a flashback of that. He realizes Kiwi's still not coming. It's past midnight, which is when he said, like, meet me there, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, it's over, Diva. And
Well,
then
it's over. And then Kiwi does appear.
Kiwi does
He
appear.
chases him
Through the school
Kiwi,
into
like,
the
runs
science lab.
Uh-huh.
Because, honey, they're about to do some chemistry, mama. Honey.
Do some chemistry and explore their biologies, honey.
Tea. Very much that.
And yeah, he's like embracing him from behind. It's kind of like pathetic looking because it's like he's trying to. That's his thing. It's like keeping him, but then Kiwi's trying to get away from him. But he's saying like, yeah, I would have ended it all. I was going to end it all.
That doesn't really sway. I feel like most people would be like, wow, I'm so sad for you, blah, blah, blah. That's not really Kiwi's reaction.
It's just because it's like not connecting like what he means that, yes.
He does mean that. And I think, okay, so I think like the audience, we're supposed to fully understand that but we've also heard that like Hira, has said like, I would die for you before. Right, so like there is a level that it is a...
Is it hyperbolic? Is it in jest?
He's a very dramatic character. He's a very dramatic lover.
And he feels that way when he is around him. Like it all of a sudden like disappears.
It's life or death. Yes. Yeah. This is not a normal... I would not want these people to like be in my bridge club. Do you know what I mean? That's just the energy would be exhausting. Yeah. They're the people that when like we'd have them over... And then
it would be like,
have a good night. And then immediately we'd have to debrief and be like, girl, what the fuck was that?
What the hell?
Did you see when he cut his finger and he had to suck it off of him? That was crazy.
Well, I was trying to get the dessert out.
So this is when he has the speech where he's like, I'm not a god. I think this is played so perfectly. Yeah. Honestly, this whole scene, like Gem's...
Great performance.
Gem's kiss. Mm-hmm. Chef's kiss.
Who's Gem?
Gem, the hologram.
No, great performance from both of them because Kiwi then becomes like the quote unquote like the pathetic like character because he's like, don't you realize that I'm the one that like has been in love with you also? Mm-hmm. Like I'm in love with you, but you're not clocking that.
You're not. The craziest part is he doesn't clock that. Kiwi is standing on business. Yeah. He's not clocking it.
He's not clocking that he's standing on business.
I hate this.
I hate the internet. I hate the internet. The brain rot.
My brain is so rotted. I can't think. What? Okay.
But what's really fascinating is like, yeah, Kiwi's like so desperate and sad and crying. And Hira is just like taking it all in and like fully melts. I feel like as a character, he's like, it like feels like he's like grounded all of a sudden. Yes. He's like, he becomes human in his like reactions because he's like, oh, I'm like actually connecting. Like what I'm feeling is also, he is slowly watching him come down from the pedestal.
Yes.
It's really crazy.
It is
to watch.
But there is like, I think it's like brilliant because there is like a level of like they like this banter dynamic between the two of them because when we get the final scene at the end of the episode, there's a push and pull. That push and pull and like one has some more power than the other still like there is that energy,
but in like it's in a place where it's like I'm doing it, I'm choosing to do it as opposed to whatever fuckery freak show you think this is.
So I think what I loved about this scene is when he goes and when he asks to touch him, and I like that Kiwi says not like how you've touched me before.
Yes.
And so he like gently caresses his face, which in the previous episode is what Koyama did to Hira's face. He like held his face like this, and I loved that like parallel because both of those characters are similar in their adoration of someone who doesn't. We thought love them back. Whatever.
Yeah.
But this is the completion of that gesture. Mm-hmm. This is the like acknowledgement and acceptance into further like
Not just for Kiwi,
Love
obviously.
making.
Yeah, like not obviously not just for Kiwi, like validating, like, oh, he does love me in this way, but for Hira too. That like, oh, this is real. This can be real.
Yeah. And I also think even without saying it, there's no line that he says this, but I love, again, like this performance from Kiwi where like you see that this like being put on this pedestal is like a burden. Like it would be this incredible thing, even though Hira does not intend it this way. It's so clear that Hira, A, actually believes this, but B, like, it's out of true adoration and like obsession with Kioi. But for Kioi, it's like, this can't be like a consensual, like, we're meeting of the minds if you are treating me like I'm a separate
not even
entity.
Human.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so there is, like you said, like there's the moment where like you see the pedestal like falling and them meeting more on an even keel. And that was when I was like, oh my God, they're like the same height too.
Yes.
Like I kind of love the like, it's so brilliantly paced through this entire sequence that I was like, it's so good. And then they, I don't know, fuck on the science lab table. That's crazy.
He like takes him down, lays him down, and we don't see
they make out.
They
stay
make
there
out.
Overnight.
Yes, basically, because then the next scene is them biking back home, and it is.
I thought this was a flashback.
No, it's.
And then I realized,
it's
the same thing they were wearing. Yeah.
They heard the security guards starting to open the school, so they're like, "Well, we should probably put our clothes back on and go home."
That is so crazy to me. I don't understand.
Actually,
any of that.
I don't understand.
I wouldn't break into I would, even if I would be like, I'm at the school. I'm outside the school. This is where we like met or whatever.
Because even like when we watched Minato's Laundromat, they had a scene where they like break into like swim.
Yes.
Remember?
But at least that's like an
outside. At least
thing.
you're outside.
I mean, breaking in.
Yeah.
They're in the school.
Yeah.
How are you in the school?
Running around.
Also, we're not in Tokyo, right? Like,
no, it's like a rural.
Sure
So that's why I'm like, if we're not, we're like.
No, they're not locking. Yeah. They're not locking the school.
But they're biking back, and Hira is biking, and Kiyoi's in the back, like holding him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but Kiyoi is in like a more not doing it to like look cool or anything. He's got a smile on his face. They are like loving to one another, and he does call him. He says Kimo again. He says the creep, and like Hira goes, "Say it again." He's like, no, please, just a little. Just say it again. Freaks. And what do they do?
It's so
Go
sweet.
back home
and he like holds him and puts his head on his back. It's so
sweet. And then I will say,
this is one of my favorite scenes I've ever seen in a BL.
Because they gave it to you again. They gave you the sweeping bike scene again, but in like a different turn. It's literally the exact same scene, but flipped around, going back home. But like a different dynamic now between the two characters.
Do you know my only note? My literal only note is I wish they had filmed these two scenes opposite in the direction of travel. Because I would want...
You wish that the school was going that way and then...
Yes. Only because...
It's moving forward.
It is signifying them moving forward in their relationship.
Well, maybe it's like a manga and they're reading it.
That's true. It could be.
Yeah.
It might be that.
And then the last shot of the show... Just two barely covered bodies
entwined with limbs in the bed.
Oh my God. Gorgeous shot. You just see the sun reflecting on their body. It's crazy.
There's not even like movement.
No.
They just like are
the movement is in like the like thin blue like fabric tulle that's surrounding them.
I was like, is that... I was like, is that supposed to be the fabric that was on top of them during the finger sucking scene?
No. That was like tarp boxes almost.
So that is the end of season 1. We are going to be back next week with the first 2 episodes of season 2. So
I know, I'm excited to see like where...
I need to look and see like how long the break was between the 2 seasons too. Yeah. But what'd you think?
Loved it.
Season 1.
Loved it.
So
And
good.
I was going to say, okay, for my MVP, I'm going to do a season MVP. I thought it was going to be Kiwi, but I think it is...
Hira?
Hira.
Mine's Kiwi.
I think just because I knew it was going to happen, that like he kind of tempers himself. But I think he did this last scene really got me, that he just like,
see, that it did that for me for Kiwi.
but for Kiwi.
Yeah, where I was like, oh,
because it's like breaking down the cool persona and just really being
he looks
true.
so gnarly in it. Like, it's so good.
Yowie.
It's so good.
Yeah. Well, that's it, honey. So join us next week. We're going to be starting season 2 of My Beautiful Man. We're going to watch episodes 1 and 2. Over on patreon.com/boyslove. We're also watching Tempo. The Heart That Skips a Beat. And we're also finishing Your Sky. We're watching Your Sky of Us right now. And then a new BL is going to be starting soon.
Very soon.
And then over on the other days of the week, we're watching Idol Content and Boys 2 Planet. Please be a BL, please. Please. That's it. Thanks for joining, everyone.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.